Hello everyone! Hi, how are you? Happy Tuesday! So I know it's normally Nina Tuesday, but Nina is... Oh, look at that glare on my... It looks like prison bar lighting. Must be the low watt institutional lighting. I know it's normally Nina Tuesday, but Nina is under the weather. Wah, wah. So we're gonna do See You Nina Wednesday. Kunwa. Okay, so last night, went to Dancing with the Stars. I didn't sit in the ballroom, so I hope you weren't looking for me on TV. I didn't sit in the ballroom. I sat back in the press room. Me and Marissa and Lucas were all back in the press room. And it was so fun back in the press room. I've never done that. I've always sat in the ballroom. So it was so fun back in the press room. Like, all the reporters are, like, watching and talking during the show and, like, figuring out what their angle is going to be on covering it, and like Mel B's back there because she's covering for Access Hollywood, and Tamika from Extra, and Marissa, and Kim Kardashian's mother, who looks like my mother. Agree or disagree? And they're all back there like getting ready to do their post show, which normally they set up a carpet, like not a carpet but a press line in the ballroom, right? So like I got all that footage last time during the press line in the ballroom. Well, this time they were recording something on the stage right afterwards, so they moved everyone over to the American Idol stage, which meant that it was more difficult for me to get, because it was different security over there. Well, it was a security guard who I've seen before, and she doesn't like me. I don't know why she doesn't like me, but she doesn't like me. And so she wouldn't let me in the press line. But thankfully, Alana, who's CLORIS LEACHMAN's publicist, who's also Marissa's publicist. Well, Lisa and Alana are CLORIS's and Marissa's publicists. Thankfully, she was like, no, I'm going to get you CLORIS, okay? So I got CLORIS at the tail end of her press line. I think she's exhausted, and hopefully there'll be lots more CLORIS. And everyone go to cloris.com and corky.com after you watch this. I went to CLORIS's website last night. It's really fun, and there's links there to her on the Bob Saget roast, which is hilarious if you haven't seen it. You have to see it. It's so funny. Anyways, so here's the bit that I got from CLORIS LEACHMAN. Lucas is my new director of photography for the Ryan O'Connor show, and he did a great job shooting it. And so, yeah, check it out. I think you'll like it. She's so fun. And, like, how amazing was she last night? Like, who cares whether or not the judges think that she's technically savvy enough? She is the most entertaining thing that's been on that show since Marissa. And before Marissa, there was nothing like CLORIS. And she's so fun. And Lance, how good did Lance do last night? Lance didn't even talk to my blog last night. How terrible is that? But here's I want Lance and CLORIS final two. That's what I want. I want to see it happen, and then I want Lance to win, but I want Lance and CLORIS final two, just because Lance is my friend, you know? Sorry, CLORIS. But Corky's the sweetest. I'd never met Corky before. Well, I think I met him once, in passing during last season when he was, like, in the audience, but he didn't remember me, which is fair enough. I had to... Oh, and you're going to hear that CLORIS had no idea who she was coming to talk to, so I had to name drop, which is kind of embarrassing, but I had to say I was Marissa's friend. It happens sometimes. But I kept it on camera because normally I would just cut it out so that I didn't have to embarrass myself in front of you guys, but I kept it on because I want as much CLORIS time on my blog as possible, and just watching her try to figure out who I am is kind of funny. All right, so here she is, CLORIS and Corky, as Corky's jacket said, Clorky, fresh off of their jive, fresh off of her tossing her wig off, and then I adore her. Adore her. Watch, here we go. I'm Marissa Jarrett. Oh, Ilana pulled me in. We're just doing... I'm Marissa Jarrett. And I've got a blog online called The Ryan O'Connor Show. And you and Corky are my dream guests. Nice. And now my dream's coming true. Good job. Nice to meet you. Yeah. The Ryan O'Connor Show. I pulled it out. I'm friends with your son.
A lot of practice, a lot of patience.
I have a website
called CLORIS.com.
There you go.
I know. Your son made sure I knew. We're gonna link you on my site.
Link to me.
Trust me. Then that works out perfect. Do it. No, you guys need to do Clorky.
First you would do like this. You gotta stand up. Don't move. Duck down. And then she ducked her head.
Right, so let's talk about tonight. So you tore off your wig.
Straight up.
And you were gonna have a wig.
But I'm glad you didn't. I think it's more fun. I think
It said, vote for me on the wing cap with little sparkles.
But you've got to let your hair down, which is what you've been doing.
Got pins are hanging out.
Okay.
Not here, and just had a concussion. And I started thinking, I don't want to jump off this thing.
Deep. Boom, and then she looked at me. I can't wait to see
No, did I really?
in your face, you're like, no. Did she do that, right? Yeah, she did. I kind of was you both look shocked. Like, you both, like, one of you looks shocked at all times.
You don't expect them to.
Oh my God.
You don't
Well, I
want
wasn't
them to.
expecting that thing to come off.
My
favorite thing you did,
What happened? I don't know.
thing you did, CLORIS, is when you were done, you didn't go, you never go straight to the judges. You went and walked around the perimeter of the ballroom and waved at your face.
They were so happy. I thought
Nowhere on the mark. Right. No, you do what you got to do. It's working. It's working. You're bringing more spunk to this show than any of the kids ever have. Oh, notice it. Notice it. I'm not sure if they can show it. I'm not sure if that's going to make it past the censor.
well, they're just have to sew up my legs. Sew up the skirt around my legs. Or my legs. Sew it all up.
Well, thank you so much for stopping.
Thank you so much.
You're all I wanted to do. It's so nice to meet you. Thank you.
That's all right.
CLORIS, do you have time for a picture?
Is she the cutest thing you've ever seen or what? Like, I'm so beyond obsessed with her. To the point that I'm worried that Lance is going to not want to be my friend anymore because I'm so Team CLORIS. I can't help it. Like, of course I'm Team Lance and I'm voting for Lance, but I can't help but be obsessed with CLORIS. Like, it's just too good to be true. I know this sounds a little low. And you know at the end when I apologized to her for something, it's because when I first, it's not on camera, but when I first, it was hot and I have sweaty palms. I'm just going to admit it. Hi, I'm Ryan and I have sweaty palms. And when I went to say hi to her and shake her hand, she goes, "Your hand's all wet." That's the first thing she said to me. So when I shook her hand at the end, I apologized for my sweaty palms, and that's when she says, "It's okay, it's okay." But how amazing is she? And Corky and her, I really do. At first, I was wondering if maybe Corky was like exhausted from like having to, you know, like wrangle her in because she's a spitfire. But I think they really do love each other. I think they've really got a great partnership going, and I just adore them. So vote for Lance and vote for CLORIS. Lance and CLORIS, final two. Lance and CLORIS, final two. Lance and CLORIS, final two. All right, that's my Dancing with the Stars. Tune in tomorrow for See You Nina Wednesday. Bye-bye. Love muffins.